Good morning. It is 6:19 a.m. on Friday, July 24th, 2020. I'm Christiana Ellis, and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. If you hear some sort of like a plastic thumping around, Rocket is chewing on an empty 2-liter bottle. I have to be careful to pay attention when he's doing that, though, just because he's got some pretty powerful jaws, and if he starts getting an actual hole in it, then that's bad. I don't want him to swallow any pieces of plastic. But he's a very good and silly boy. I made clear to him this morning that not only dogs, that dogs are good as a generality, as a generalization, dogs are good, but also further that he is not merely good because he is a dog, but that he is in fact good as a dog. Yeah. That he is an excellent example of a dog, and he does well to represent his species, and that I love him very much. Yeah, so we tried again last night with seeing about him sleeping on my bed instead of in his crate. And, the problem is just he doesn't seem to just go to sleep there. Like, he'll hang out for a little while, but then he just kind of keeps wanting to walk around and, so, it worked for a little while. I think we'll probably get there. Just practice it being more of a thing. But yeah, so yesterday went fine with doing the revised, enclosure while I was at work. I'm just distracted now because I keep wanting to look over at him chewing on this bottle thing. It went fine. I think he was a little bit more stressed when I left. He barked a bit more than typical, but overall, once he settled down, it was fine. And yeah, so today I'm, heading back in. We'll, get back to work and do things. Gosh, yeah, sorry, I'm distracted rather than actually. So I apologize to all of you in this video for not being as fully present as I usually try to be. Excuse me. I think part of it is that, when I got up this morning to take Rocket out, I kind of started listening to last night's Critical Role. And so I had to pause it to record this video. So I think part of it was that. It was just like my brain is still in Storyland a little bit. I think that's easy to have happen for me. But yeah, so, here's the other thing I'll talk about. There's a new game that just came out on the Nintendo Switch called Carrion, and it's interesting so far. It's vaguely reminiscent of like a Metroidvania style game. It's got pixel graphics, and but you are in this game. You play as a horrible monstrosity of mouths and meat and teeth. So, like, imagine if the creatures from John Carpenter's The Thing, only they don't actually ever make themselves look like something else. They're just always the weird, horrible monstrosity things. But, yeah, that's you in the game. You play that, and you're escaping from a lab, and, of course, killing and eating everybody. And so, obviously, if you're especially squeamish, it might not seem like a fun thing to play. It's all very pixely and small, so it's not like there's a lot of close-up of extreme violence or anything like that. But yeah, you are running around these labs grabbing people and consuming them, and they scream and so on. So it's kind of like a horror game in that regard, but it's got just this extremely smooth movement and interesting control scheme. It's kind of cool. Anyway, I'll leave it there, I guess, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.